Well, it seems like things are going to get spicy today.
Not this.
Logan! Oh, no. Well,
Logan literally said, I'm getting my pocketbook. I'm leaving.
oh, Logan. Now what? Logan hates me.
See, when you do clownery, the clown bites back. I'm going to go do a Big Brother recording. Bye. No, it's fine. Neither of these two know how to host properly, so I physically have to be here to do this.
Correct.
Hi. Welcome to the Cup, where I get this. Hi, welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea and disrespect into reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I need a fucking shot after this. I hate you, David Healy. And I am drinking some water. And if you have no clue why David started the way that he did, this shady ass bitch, go check out our most recent reel featuring a finalist from this here season of King of Drag. We may have interviewed him many weeks ago, but I was holding out just in case he became a finalist. So, period. I also have a cup mug on hand. Ooh, LanaGCreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below, and we do ship domestically within North America and internationally, so there are no excuses. Go get your merch. I guess you can go on and say something.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro other than what I did. But I do have a cute shirt. This one came in very quickly, and I'm so excited because we had just had Pandora Knox and Liam Chocolate on our podcast, and I have the taste of chocolate.
Yes!
The second half. Yes, so I just got this shirt. You all should go to Liam's merch store and buy
that one. Was so fast.
I know. This come all the way from Austria that quickly.
What? Work.
Yep. But I am just drinking an ice cold water.
And that is another interview you can check out, available on the channel now.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way that I saw your shirt, and I was just like, I only saw the second half, but I didn't.
You just saw this word here.
Come on, Clint.
Anyways,
I'll say it because David doesn't want to.
Yep.
Anyways, I am Brandon, your professional fangirl of console dragon video games. As always, drinking water out of my Stanley, and I'm still enjoying my lead.
Good, as you should be. Can you believe it? We are almost done with this season of King of Drag.
It's gone by so quick.
No.
I'm so sad. Also, fully want to acknowledge, David, that was a good one, you fucking asshole. That was so good. That was so good.
You might have noticed right before we started recording, I just got like this ass-eating grin because I realized what I was going to do. And I'm like...
Well, if there's one thing we know David to enjoy, it's ass-eating. So, and that may be a theme for all of us here on the pod today. We said gays only. Apparently today. I don't know. That's just where we're at today. But we have episode 5 of King of Drag to talk about today. Another double elimination. Really? King of Drag.
Why?
Really?
They're ripping my heart out.
And mine.
You're tearing me apart. There's a Room reference.
I got it, but I got it. I couldn't place it.
Hi, Mark.
And that's that's how I am with most of your references because you're old. So, and Lily agrees. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. Or Foster, whichever one. I don't care. One of the cats agrees with me. So, we're going to talk about this lovely episode of King of Drag. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. We got a lot going on currently. Make sure to check out all of our other coverage of King of Drag that we've done so far this season with our lovely, wonderful guests that we've had on. Last week, we had the fantastic Justin a bit. Please go check out that episode because it was wonderful. Justin is absolutely incredible. And like David said, make sure to go check out our mid-season recap with Pandora Knox and Liam Chocolate, also available on the channel. And in the Drag Race realm of things, we are currently covering Drag Race France and Drag Race Brazil with Slasian Royale on the way and a bunch of fun things in the works for that. So stay tuned. We're excited for that, hopefully. So otherwise, check out the description where you can find our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, where you can follow all three of us. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky at The Cup Pod. And let us know your thoughts on this season in the comments below. So, yeah, all that lovely stuff. But we come back into this workroom after Charles is gone. Man cave. Charles is gone. It's been a long day, and muscle memory is there. We walk back into the man cave, and Charles is gone. Wow.
Everyone's so sad.
Yeah, every week it's like, yes, we are getting progressively more sad.
Yeah.
You can tell that, like, this is the least favorite part for all of the kings. And, like, if this was drag queens, they'd be like, yeah, don't let the door hit you.
Yeah.
I mean, occasionally we'll see, like, queens really upset, but for the most part, they're, like, part of the game.
Yeah. It just adds to the earnestness of this season. It's like, yes, we are all devastatingly upset that the people that we met 4 days ago have been eliminated. And that's just the reality of the situation.
But Big D is in his competitive era. He's like, yeah, I'm not into competition, but slowly I'm feeling myself get a little bit more competitive, and we love to see it.
And you can tell when Big D was just like, oh, this is not in my wheelhouse. However, I'm liking this a lot.
Yeah, it's been very nice to see Big D kind of step out of his comfort zone. And obviously, as we learned in this episode, fully stepping out of his comfort zone in this week's challenge. We'll talk about it here shortly. But we come back into the man cave the next day. We've got wig heads on stands. We've got a weenie challenge. And we've got Tenderoni.
Yay.
Hi, Tenderoni. And we are doing a wig challenge inspired by like music, rock, create your own kind of musical character situation shenanigans, that kind of gig.
And play an air instrument.
Sure, because what screams drag king more than air instruments? Now I'm pissed because one of these kings took my option for what air instrument I would have played. But otherwise, I will ask the question to the group, okay. What air instrument would you have played?
I would probably go with what I played in band in high school and middle school, which is like keyboard percussion, like xylophone.
Ooh, love it.
Just be banging some mallets on some keys.
Love that, love that.
It's weird you say that because I was also a band kid, so I played clarinet. However, this is not something like... yeah, well, yes. A clarinet is something you can't really mime as well, oddly enough. So it's just like, I mean, I would have done flute.
Gay.
Okay,
I love it.
David is out of pocket. Jesus Christ. Like, what? It is a Monday, sir. Jesus Christ.
How about you, Logan?
Fuck you, Perka! I wanted to play the mayonnaise!
What is this?
Oh, you're old.
Old.
Okay, gays.
Old. Yeah. Okay. You too, bitch.
Yep.
Old. Come on, Perka,
But I
with the
still look
SpongeBob
good.
reference. Come on, Perka, with the SpongeBob reference.
Oh yeah.
Is
That's why I didn't get it.
mayonnaise an instrument? Yes, Perka, it is an instrument. Thank you, Perka. Thank you very much.
Where was the mayo with the side of horseradish?
Thank you. Thank you, Brandon. I had Arby's today and I had horsey sauce. It was fantastic. Anyway,
I did see something the other day about it being SpongeBob's 39th birthday. And I'm like, wait, it has not been on for 39 years. But then I'm like, oh, it's the character's 39th birthday.
Mhm.
Yes.
So happy birthday, SpongeBob. You're only a year and a half younger than me. I'll
Yes,
keep
yes,
40
yes.
warm for you.
Great. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Big fan. So yeah, I thought everyone did really, really well in this challenge, in some capacity. But I mean, there was a clear winner, right? There was a clear winner, right? I thought Henlo won.
Yep.
Yeah.
Molasses
then
was
here-
a very second, but Henlo was
Yeah.
just like, oh, yes.
Everyone did good. No one did bad by any means of the imagination. For me, Henlo, and then hearing about Henlo and all of the like family jam sessions that we got from them growing up, like I thought that was a really cute anecdote. I thought Molasses did really, really well with the wig, and he was very nervous about the wig. So yeah, I thought it was a great time overall.
Yeah, I had
For all
two
of
that
them.
were pretty close. Henlo was one of them for sure.
Mhm.
But I also really liked Perka. I thought like painting the wig with makeup and lipstick, I thought that was a really clever idea. He looked great. And then I was just really confused I was like, are you miming and not? But now I guess this is a SpongeBob reference. So
It is indeed a SpongeBob reference.
I thought DVD did well too.
Yes.
Everybody did well.
Oh yeah, Big D or not Big D, DVD pulling out the what was it? The cello?
Air cello.
I love an air cello. Love an air cello. Big fan.
Who would have thought air cello would be in this iconography? And I'm just like, because we always get air guitar, but we just get like, which I love. So
Big D was the only one that actually sang, right?
Yeah. Oh God, what was it? The sick rose, or the sick flower, or something. Hold on, what was the name? What was the name of this damn song? I don't remember it, but oh, it was so good. It was so good. The sick flower, and then getting the whole like music video situation going. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. I loved every bit of it. But Henlo wins. We find out that the Beefy challenge for the week is lip syncing. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me that 5 episodes into a drag king competition we're lip syncing?
It's arrived.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Finally. But because of course there's a twist. So the Kings, this is a lip sync challenge. But also, because we only have 5 competitive episodes and a finale, this is also a design challenge. Oh, but don't worry, this is also a thrifted design challenge in one day, and a full lip sync performance challenge in your thrifted design challenge to a song called Good Boy. Okay. Okay. there's room for everybody. Let's just say that.
Oh my god.
This is the single weirdest challenge I have ever seen. And honestly, I was living for it.
No, I was
I'm
living.
not mad. I am not mad at all. But I was just like, huh? What? Huh? I just think what's so unique about this situation here is that, like, I don't think we've ever seen like a unconventional, I guess, design challenge mixed with like this kind of performance lip sync, like characterization challenge. Like, these are not two challenges we've really ever seen put together in this way before. And so again, it's kind of King of Drag putting challenges together, I guess, because of a shortened season, where it's like, yeah, we want to do a design challenge and we want to do a lip sync challenge in the same way that, oh, we want to do a talent show and a celebrity impersonation challenge, and that's why we got the Dong show the way that we did. Like, I like that we're getting both of these challenges. They just felt a little like sandwiched together. And I like a sandwich, but this felt for me a little bit like a peanut butter and orange marmalade sandwich, in that you wouldn't normally put those two things together, but it still tastes really good together. And the ultimate result of this challenge was really great, but I wouldn't have put these two things together. That's just where I was at with it. Because I saw your confusion, David. Yeah. I didn't hate this challenge by any means of the imagination, but my initial reaction to it was like, oh. Okay.
See, I guess I think lip syncing goes with anything. Like, whatever you're doing, you can also lip sync.
Sure.
So I'm like, it doesn't seem too out of the ordinary. They're doing design looks, and then they happen to be lip syncing too. So yeah, I'm into it. I'm glad that we're finally getting into some things that I've been wanting to see, like lip syncing. And I know we've seen designing to a degree, but this specific challenge, I was really into. Like, it felt like a good marriage of what we see on Drag Race, but keeping its own thing as well.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like I agree with you. Like, when your reaction to this challenge was my reaction to the Dong show, but I was just like, wait. Okay. I was just like, but wait, I like this a lot.
Yeah.
And then this, though, I actually pretty much enjoyed, because I was like, oh, we're doing a thrifted challenge. And then on top of, because like, I feel like this is, I guess, those type of situations where it's just like, you have to make an outfit like right before a show, like that type of thing.
Right. Yeah.
So that's how I saw it as. And I was like, oh, this is very nice to see. So.
Yeah, I liked it. And then it also tested like whose outfit can hold together the most, who can actually like, and it's like whose outfit can hold together the most given the amount of time that they had to put it together. And then also on the flip side, who feels comfortable enough in what they've created to perform full out the way that they want to this song. So it was an interesting dichotomy of both of those things. But we go to the thrift shop. They didn't pop any tags, unfortunately. I don't know if they had $20 in their pocket. And no one came out as Macklemore, and I was very upset about it.
Yep.
I just looking at all five of you because I'm pissed. And I feel like Big D would have done that too, and I'm pissed.
I just know that every queen that's been on Drag Race that's watching this episode is like, wait, you mean they get to go throughout an entire thrift shop and pick whatever they want, and they have how much time to do so?
This felt like season 3, the first episode on season 3, when they did the what was it, the Christmas design challenge?
Yes.
When they were in day drag in that thrift shop, I was like, the flashbacks to that. And like, I'm remembering, like, I went back and watched that specific part of the episode of Drag Race because I was like, I wanted to get the nostalgia of it. And my favorite part of that episode is, and God love her, is Delta Work just running around like a chicken with her head cut off, trying to find anything and everything. But the girls are just everywhere in that thrift shop doing everything they can. Like, oh God, it's so entertaining. Phoenix, like going back and having just seen Phoenix on All Stars 10 too, and then seeing Phoenix like grabbing things, seeing old school, like seeing Carmen Carrera, and we just saw her on this too. I was like, seeing Manila in Day Drag, I was like, oh my
You just
God.
saw Manila Girl.
We just saw Manila Girl. Like, seeing Alexis, I was like, oh my God. Like, the flashback that this whole thrift shop thing gave me, I was like, oh, I'm in my feels. Like, it was so good, and I loved it. I loved every bit of this thrift shop segment. I loved it.
I liked how they were helping each other out a lot. They're like, flannel, wait, okay, I'll come get it.
Flannel? Flannel?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Flannel?
I gotta find the flannel.
Ooh.
I got the flannel. Flannel?
There you go.
I
How
I always
mask
got
of you.
flannel on hand. What?
How mask of you.
Oh, I know. Oh, I have one of my go-go outfits is an entire like lumberjack look, and that's the flannel I use for it. And then I switched to a rhinestone jockstrap. Anyway, yes, thank you. But yeah, no, I love this, and then we get behind the scenes, low lighting, vlog style footage, and I loved this. Kings, I would like some confirmation from you all. Was there actually a power outage and an earthquake? Because I couldn't tell from what DVD was saying. I couldn't tell if there actually was or not.
I believed it. I thought it was serious.
I believed it too, but I was like, there's no other mention of it at all in the episode. And I was like, is this real? DVD, chime in. Let us know, please. Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Was thoroughly confused. But yeah, I just love the crafty, like behind the scenes footage that we got throughout this whole segment. It was so fun to see. And it was like not overproduced, and everyone was just having fun. And I was like, oh, I love King of Drag. I love King of Drag so much.
No, I think this is like my favorite moment of the entire season, because I was like, oh, the timestamp is actually like they're actually like documenting everything, and I was just
right.
Like, and I really thought that this was going to be the format of the show, if I'll be honest.
Oh, really? Oh, getting like the behind this. Oh, okay, interesting.
But
I like that we got it in this episode at least. That we got like the timestamps, like you were saying. It's like I like seeing the logistics side of everything. I'm like, ooh, that intrigues me. I love that. Yeah.
And it does show that they probably were there until probably midnight.
Or longer.
Or longer. Because I was like, I remember the timestamps, like the two that I remember were 3:39 and 10:18, I believe. So.
Yeah.
It sounds like they didn't stop working on them even at the end of the day. They kept working on them at their hotel rooms.
Yep, because everyone comes in the next day and they are tired. Everyone.
Except DVD.
Except DVD. Who didn't need it? And guess what? He didn't need it. He certainly didn't. But yes, we are all getting ready. We're getting ready for the runway, and I don't remember what the conversation was, other than the Murray talks.
Yeah, there were a few different ones. I know DVD started talking about the first time he performed in front of Sasha Velour, and it was at the Mall of America in Minneapolis. And I guess people took that performance and made it viral on the internet for all the wrong reasons, talking about what they hate about drag and all that. But I really like the quote that we got from DVD after this. He said, I'm not a fan of kids at drag shows either. They
They
don't
aren't
have-
funny
they're
and they
broke.
don't do well.
They're broken. They don't think I'm funny.
Yep. That was my favorite part. I was like, yes. I mean, kids these days can be ruthless. Like ruthless when it comes to like what they think, which I'm like, and sometimes I don't blame them. So
Sometimes it's valid, sometimes it's shut the hell up with your no drag knowledge mouth. Like right now, pertaining to certain situations
That
and
part.
certain winners that were just had on other drag reality shows. But I loved the Murray chat as well, because Mo comes over and he's talking to them, or he's talking to Murray, and talking about how his whole concept is about just like getting validation and everything like that. And then Murray gives him validation, and I was like, Murray! I loved it. I
Yeah,
loved every bit of it.
it was an interesting story talking about how he found out about King of Drag on the anniversary of their father's death, and I'm like, man, that's got to be like kind of an eerie but comforting feeling too, just knowing that while you're in the cemetery, something happens that's going to be so life changing for you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was an interesting conversation.
Mhm.
Absolutely. It's like, oh yeah, and he was like, oh yeah, no, this is definitely you letting me know something, huh? And I was like, okay, I love those cosmic interferences like that. Where it's just like, no, this is what it was supposed to be. This is how things were supposed to go. And it feels like that's kind of how it ended up being with a lot of the kings on this season. Everything kind of just like landed right when they needed it, and I like that happened for all of them.
Hey, the universe falls into place some way, somehow.
It sure does. It absolutely does. But yeah, I didn't have anything else from the workroom. I don't know about either of you, but
Yeah, there was one more thing from the man cave that stood out to me. It was the conversation that Big D was having with Murray, basically about not being involved in anything in like this standard drag king world, and applying, expecting not to make it, having no idea that he would make it to the top 5. So it really is like a really, really interesting story. I can't quite think of anybody in any drag programming that I've watched that has had such a like background in drag that is so atypical from the norm, yet has still thrived so hard in the competition.
Yeah, with that qualifier, I can't think of any either, honestly. I think the one person that may come to mind is actually Orgotic. I think, because Orc wasn't the most like performance
From Dragula.
like didn't have the on Dragula, because he didn't have the most performance experience either, actually very similarly to Big D. But like the look was there, the presentation was there, but that was kind of one of the things that he was always critiqued on during the season was, performance and runway. And when it came down to the performance-based challenges, that's ultimately what, meant he didn't win. So I would say someone like Orgotic, or even, I hesitate to say Olivia Lux her first time on Drag Race, because Olivia was polished, but she had only been doing drag for, I think, a year, maybe a year and a half the first time she went on Drag Race. So she didn't have as much real world drag experience, because that season was filmed like 2021, 2022, I think. So it like she had a little bit less real world like gig experience in drag, but obviously she did really well. She got top 5, but that is kind of where she separated from the rest of the top 4 of her season, was that final polish, that she didn't have that stamina that the other 4 entertainers have. I would even actually, speaking of that season, I would go and also say, speaking of our guest judge this week, I would say Gottmik. Because Gottmik didn't even have that much performance experience on season 13. She did.
She was more of a makeup artist at that
More
point.
of a makeup artist, more of a visual artist, more into the artistry, obviously. But, had done some performing and had been doing drag for long enough that, like, had at least some performance stuff, and obviously excelled in, the acting stuff and the things like that. But where Gottmik lacked was in the lip syncing. And we saw that, frankly, on both of their seasons of Drag Race, to be fair. So, there are a couple of examples, but for someone to have absolutely no performance experience, like, I thought Big D at least had a little bit, like, from what we saw in our Instagram review. And
yeah, I think they have more theater performance and clowning.
That's what it seemed like. Yeah. But yeah, it was wild for me to hear that they just had no like lip syncing experience. So, we'll talk about it here shortly, but it was kind of wild to be like, all right, let's see what you got.
Yep. No designing experience or lip syncing experience. I'm like, oh, this is maybe going to be a disaster. But we'll see.
And we'll talk about what it was and what it wasn't. So I think we should talk about the things.
Just one more thing about that whole thing, because like the funniest thing about that, when Biggie says I have no lip syncing experience and the flashing letters of the confessional, I died.
So good. The editing on this season is top tier. It's so good. But okay. Now we can talk about our judges. A lovely, beautiful panel of judges that includes the only one we've seen before, Tenderoni.
Okay, this might be one of my only issues with this episode. If it really does come to these 5 are the ones making the decision on who should move on from the semifinals to the finals, and only one person has been there to see everybody, so you're giving 20% of the decision to a regular judge and 40% to people who, or sorry, 80%.
60% to people that haven't been there all season, and no shade to any of these people.
Well, it's
people
80%.
That don't do drag. Well, 60% to people that don't do drag either.
Yep.
And then 80% to people that haven't been there all season. Yeah, that was my point. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm wondering if there was more involved behind the scenes on decisions, and it wasn't just completely up to them and their random opinions. I mean, their opinions are valid, but it just seems like, well, that's a lot. We're going to cut. 40% of the people.
I mean, it sounds like if Tenderoni had his way, someone we would have wanted to not see in the bottom may have been in the bottom. So honestly, because the way Tenderoni, I love you. If you are watching this, I love you. You were there. Your opinions were your opinions are more valid than ours. I'm gonna say that. You do drag, we don't. Point being, the way Tenderoni was down Henlo's neck during this, yes, every opportunity he had to say, "Well, you could take one thing off," but I think it was a little bit too much. And then I'm gonna say that it's real, not critiquing other people for the same things. There was a bit, I'm going to say that, and I love Tenderoni dearly, but there was a little bit of inconsistency in the judging this episode when it came to Tenderoni. Because I saw Tenderoni judging Henlo specifically for the maximalism and then not judging Big D for the same thing.
Well, it could also be the edited product.
I agree. But based on the edited product we saw, the judging was not the same. And I would love to know if the judging was different. But from the judging we saw, it felt inconsistent. And that's just as the viewer. Just as the viewer. But regardless, Tenderoni looks incredible. And that's what I would like to focus on here, because Tenderoni looks incredible. So, and then Got Mac is here.
Yeah. It's I was expecting to see Got Mac in drag, so instead we get Boy Got Mac. So,
and I'm not mad.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it either.
I'm not mad. I'm not that mad. I'm not that mad. And a lovely trio of guest judges on this occasion. We have Aubrey Shea, Cameron Esposito, and Kathleen Hanna.
I'm not familiar with any of them, but they were all pleasant.
I knew Cameron Esposito, and the moment that bitch came out in this, baby,
the middle or the
in
rainbow?
This should tell you everything that you need to know about who Cameron Esposito is. The one dressed as the Pope, David.
Okay, yeah,
That's
what I'd ask.
Gay Pope, yes.
Yeah,
neither of the other two are wearing anything groundbreaking. No shade, but not wearing anything groundbreaking.
I like what they're wearing too.
I do as well, but when Cameron Esposito came out in this,
yeah, I'm also familiar with Cameron, so I was just like, oh, I was just like, yes, this outfit
work, bitch.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I loved it. And I also realized I hadn't been shouting out Murray's looks every week. So here's Murray. Showbiz.
Showbiz.
And Murray looks great.
Yeah, I've been loving all the suits that Murray's been sporting, and it's just like awesome because
I love Murray.
And especially I like this so much. I really love this so much.
I love the peach with the blue and the orange. It's very good. It's a very good color palette for Mr. Hill. He looks great. Very dashing. Very lovely. Very wonderful. But let's talk about the drag. And first up on the runway, King Molasses. Brandon, start with you.
Okay. I'm obsessed with this. Oh, I know this is like a little bit off. However, I still love this. The way that that Molasses interpreted the way that he did, it was like so good. And especially when he threw the tie across the stage and just pulled it. Such good performing. Like, this is what I know Molasses to do when performing, and Molasses is so strategic in everything. Yeah, like, yes, we know that he's not the best at crafting, but he still held his own. And I love this staff as well. So power to you, Molasses.
Yeah, this was interesting for me. First of all, I don't think anybody did bad at all during this performance. I'm assuming we're talking about the performance and the look.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I thought the lip sync was killer from Molasses. I expected nothing less. Definitely gave me the energy and the vibes. But I kind of was with the judges when it came to the look. And I realized this is probably a cultural look for Molasses, so I'm kind of hesitant to be negative about it. But for me, I don't know, it just didn't read as well constructed as a few of the other looks. And also just my brain likes more symmetry and like even construction, and this is like crumpled together in a way that my brain just doesn't comprehend super well. But I still thought the performance was enough to keep them around, especially considering their track record.
Yeah, I think what's interesting about this is Molasses, I think, did really well in this episode, and I think had there not been a double elimination, I don't think Molasses necessarily would have been in the bottom. But by virtue of the fact that it was a double elimination, I think Molasses kind of had to be in the bottom in a lot of ways. I had Molasses number 3 in my ranking because I think the performance was really great, both on the runway presentation and in the lip sync. I thought the lip sync was very strong. It wasn't my favorite lip sync, and I noticed that a lot of the judges were saying that his lip sync was their favorite. It wasn't my favorite lip sync, I'll say that, but it was a very good lip sync. All things considered, I think he did a very, very good job. He talked about the headpiece specifically being a reference to something that he saw his mom and other members of his family wearing. So I believe that's where the cultural reference comes from. I don't know anything necessarily beyond that, so I won't comment on it. What I will say is I actually like this kind of it's messy in a very intentional way. And I like the chaos going on in this look. I get your critique for sure, David. I kind of like the chaos going on here. But I want it to be a little bit more organized chaos, and I want there to be a little bit more intention with what we're seeing. And I think from the waist up, I'm seeing kind of the vision of what's going on. The big kind of waist piece, I'm seeing it. I wish he had a little bit more time to put a little bit more thought and craft into it, but obviously he had 24 hours, so it's the best that he could have done in 24 hours, which I still think was ultimately a very good, a good showing and a good performance overall. Henlo Bullfrog. Oh, I'm so sorry. Henlo fucking Bullfrog Crystal is up next.
This was really good. Just the intricacies of the the fabric choice and like all the pieces in the front. It was like, you can't tell me this is thrifted, like at all. But it is so impressive. And it's sorry, I can't really tell what the shoes look like, but it's like it looks intentional with this look, which I love. Especially I like the red pieces in this specifically. I was just like, oh wow. Again, you wouldn't tell me like this was thrifted, but this is impressive for Henlo. Like, I love this.
Yeah, this was my favorite look overall. There's so much going on. It's funny because Henlo talked about this being the first bodysuit that he made, and I'm like, the drag king version of a bodysuit and the drag queen version of a bodysuit are two different things completely. But yeah, I just like all of the attention to detail, especially like even the vines coming down around the face. It's so good. The only thing that I had that was slightly negative with Henlo is the lip sync. I thought the lip sync was very good from Henlo, but with the teeth, it made it a little bit harder to like see the clear like words that we got from a few of the other kings, where you could clearly see that, oh, they're mouthing those words, and it just made it a little bit hard to buy in with the teeth. But I love the teeth, so I'm glad they were there. And yeah, Henlo was my second favorite overall.
Yeah, I agree. Henlo was also my second favorite overall. I think it was a very, very strong night for him. The look is wonderful. When he said he was going, I think he said something like garbage monster or like full like bullfrog garbage. It was something like garbage was the idea. I think when he was talking about it in the man cave, I was like, yes, I see the vision. Whatever the words he used to describe the look, I said, I'm there. Whatever it was, I was like, I'm on board with the vision. And then the vision came true, and I said, yes. Because obviously the construction here was spectacular. The fact that it was airbrushed too, like everything just looked so good. The makeup was so good. The hair, I would have changed, actually. I don't dislike the hair with this. I actually think it would have been really cool with like a mohawk or something. I don't know if he was limited on hair options here, and I get that he probably was. But I would have loved some sort of like shorter mohawk in this like red color. I think that would have been really cool, but probably limited on hair options, so I get it. But I do agree. I think the lip sync was really, really good. But I did agree with both you and the judges, David. I think the ultimate, the thing that kind of detracted a little bit was the teeth. But I like the way that he took the performance and took it to this kind of, this very bullfrog kind of way about it. And overall, I think it was a very successful night for Mr. fucking Bullfrog Crystal. Very well done.
Much.
Next up, DVD. And yes, I had to show off the abs.
Yeah, those abs. Whew.
I couldn't show off the ass because I fear that might get us demonetized. I think the ass might be too much for YouTube. DVD, I wanted to, but just know we're showing the abs, but the ass might have been too much for YouTube.
Yeah, this was great. And like the intention to what DVD did this entire like performance, not only like on the runway, but also the lip sync. Like DVD was in his element and it paid off real well. And when the judges asked him, did you sew this? And then it was just like, and it was just mostly hot glue with this, but it worked so well here. Like these cuffs are one of my favorite things that was constructed this week. I was like, yes. And I have to give the comment on this whole, like, I guess I would say buckle. Because like when he was moving in this, I was like, oh, that is well intended. And it just moves so nicely. Just, again, very, very nice.
Are you talking about the thrusts and now the
the thrust? Yes.
Perka was kind of yeah. That definitely stood out to me too. Yeah, I thought this was such a clever idea to take like stereotypical like masculine trait like camo and plaid and make it into this bishop character, like this slutty bishop. I think DVD is peaking at the exact right time. This is his best week so far. Man, he just showed so much musicality and sexiness and the ass cheeks of it all. Like I was so into it. This was easily my number one of the night.
That's my boy! I knew it. I knew he was going to shine when he needed to, and guess what he did? He did. This was by far and away the best performance of the night. By far, no question. The ass, the abs, the thrusting, the beard. I was just like, who the hell is this man? Now, wait a minute. No, because we've seen this man for 4 weeks now, and finally, he is getting the recognition that he is entitled to. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I loved every single bit of this. Loved it. Big fan. Huge. Big fan. And very turned on. And that's beside the point, but, you know.
I second that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine. Anyway. Perka!
Okay. I see where Perka was going with this whole I guess dog makeup or whatever this is, but
it's a whole puppy outfit.
Puppy, yes. I mean it looks good. I mean I did kind of agree that it was not as like again, it still looks good, but it's not as well constructed. And I love how Perka like talking the confessionals, how like, yeah, I agree with the judges too. Um, I mean, throughout this entire competition, like he knows what he needs to work on. And like I just love that because like you can tell like some of the overthinking happening, but in all honesty, like this wasn't as bad as like he made it out to be. Like it still worked really well, and the and I can tell where he was trying to go with the lip sync. Like I did kind of agree that he was like so worried about how when the judges said that he was so worried about every single move, which can happen in a performance in a way, but at the same time there were the intentions on what he really wanted to do, and it still kind of worked in a way. So
Yeah, I think the look was pretty good. It's like a good first draft of a look, you know, like there's so much potential here. I really like the design that he made on the back, and going the puppy route for a song called Good Boy is a really clever choice. So I liked a lot of the details here. But yeah, it did seem like it was kind of falling apart by the end of the lip sync, which was unfortunate. But what I will say is lip sync wise, face wise, maybe my favorite of the night. I was so into everything he was selling in the face. I think a lot of it was the contacts and how expressive he was in opening his eyes. Plus, he mentioned in our interview, and I see it now, the way that he paints his makeup on, it exaggerates expressions when he moves his face. I'm like, that's actually really, really smart with the graphic style there. So yeah, that totally read for me when I was watching this lip sync back. So I really like this. I actually thought this was a strong night for Perka overall. Perka was my third favorite.
Okay. I think Perka did well. I think the gray area here is who did well in the design versus who did well in the lip sync versus who did well in the runway performance element of it. For me, Perka was a very, very close fourth in this challenge. I think the difficulty here is I loved the makeup. I think, obviously, Perka does incredible makeup. We just talked to him about it. And it's incredible and absolutely great. But I think, and the performance was really, really great as well. I like that he took an entire, he took like a very clear concept with this entire thing. And I like that he went fully conceptual. I think the difficulty with me here is just that the execution of the actual look is a little bit I'm not going to say sloppier because it wasn't, but it was a little bit less clean than some of the other people. It wasn't bad by any means. The cut of the chaps was good, but otherwise the cut of kind of all of the rest of the garments could have been a little bit better. And again, they had 24 hours. This looks great for something you made in 24 hours. Let me make that very clear. But I think overall, for me, Perka would have been fourth on this occasion. And last up, Big D.
this is another outfit you wouldn't tell me this was thrifted, because it like I love this idea so much, but I think what lacked for me is, I guess, the way Big D performed this. Because again, the way a lot again a lot the keyword of the day for me is intention. Because you can tell what Big D was trying to do. So I think outfit was great. I just didn't know how the lip sync was gonna translate as like good boy, but seeing how this outfit is, it's like it shows everything. Like from the detailing of the sock with this shoe is just masterful. And then I love how he also like this. I believe that's a lunchbox, if I'm correct.
It is.
Yes. And then just the attention to detail just shows like how creative Big D is, and which is why I love Big D's drag so much. And like it's so like wild how the queens love like each other's style in this way, and I love that so much. But yeah, with the intention of the lip sync, I just didn't know where the direction went to me. Like that was just me though, but lip sync was still good. I just didn't know what direction it took.
I was actually very impressed with the lip sync. I cannot believe that was his first lip sync. That's wild. Because I got all of the expression, which makes sense because Big D is such an expressive king in all of his performances on the show. But yeah, like any worries about not being a lip syncer, I hope those are gone now because he can clearly pull it off. The look I thought was actually a really interesting concept. Went a little bit more abstract than I would have expected for somebody who hasn't done any designing. So yeah, there are some details that could have been fixed a little bit better, but that's okay. I still thought it was a good like rough draft. It's funny though, they were talking about all the different references that it reminded them of, and for me, all he needed was like a parted hair wig and a big chocolate cake, and I would have gotten the kid from Matilda, which I would have loved that. But yeah, I really like the revealing of the diaper too. At first, I'm like, wait, why does it look like? Oh, it is a diaper, and that's why it looks like a diaper. So
no, yeah. The diaper part, I was like, hold on a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have worked even better if he had done the character from Matilda.
Yep. Yep. Next time.
Sometimes, David.
My brain.
I hate you. And sometimes I can't stand you.
Good.
God damn it. I can't get this visual out of my head.
No.
Bruce.
Not another get my pocketbook
I'm
leaving.
me walk out twice.
My mission has accomplished. No,
wow. Okay. Rude.
Bruce.
Anyway, rude. No, I'm kidding. Okay, here's the thing. I love Big D, and I'm gonna just get this out of the way. This was number 5 for me, but it's number 5 because it's default, basically, because I actually do really like this from Big D. I think if I'm looking at this challenge objectively speaking,
Big default.
By big default, thank you. That was good. That one was good.
That one was good.
That was very good, actually. Let me give you your 10s, David. That was very good. But I think the difficulty for me here with Big D is I think a lot of it has to do with I just liked everyone else's ensembles a little bit more. I think is kind of what it comes down to. I don't think anything Big D did was bad necessarily. I really like the camp. I really like the overall ensemble that he came up with. I would have liked a little bit more reinvention of the materials that he's using, because like he's kind of just wearing the shorts. And so like I would have like if I'm looking at the challenge objectively speaking, I would have liked a little bit more reinvention of the shorts. I would have liked a little bit more reinvention of the shirt. I think like having the kind of backpack be a part of the garment and then also be the accessory, like I like that. And it looks really good for it being made in 24 hours, but it also looks like it was made in 24 hours. And so like if that's the vibe you're going for, cool. The other thing I didn't love is I liked the sleeve part, but I didn't love that the sleeve came just up to under where the chest plate line fell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, either don't bother to try to cover the chest plate arm line or cover it. Don't go right below it.
Okay, did either of you go, wait, is that his real nipples for a second?
No.
No.
For a
No, he's
second, I
worn a
was like,
Oh no, he's worn a chest plate all season.
I know, but it was the fact that it was covered
Oh.
and you could just
Oh.
barely see it.
No. No, I had seen the chest plate the whole season, but
Yeah.
and I like the detail work. The makeup is really good, but unfortunately for me, Big D does fall number 5 in this challenge, and that's upsetting for me because I do like Big D.
By big default.
By big default, yes. Big D is number 5 for me, but yeah. So, so we get that. We get some judging, which certainly judged.
Look, we're all entitled to our opinions.
Sure are. Again, for me, it just, and this is no shade to any of the judges or to Revry. It is clear something happened and we had to get some judges. And I get it. Or something happened and like this was the lineup or something. I just, like, again, it's one of those things for me. I just don't love that 80% of the judging panel for the semifinal episode had not seen these kings before. Like that's just my personal frustration with it. It felt like all of the critiques kind of came out of left field in a way. And I really like where especially where Aubrey was coming from, like talking about the entire experience from like the gender perspective. Loved it. Loved every bit of that. And I loved Kathleen just coming in being like, no, I love it. And like I loved that. And I thought Cameron's insights were really great. And I actually really loved Gottmik as a judge. Like I think Gottmik as a judge was really, really great. But when 80% of the judging panel hasn't been here, and it's episode 5, the episode before the finale, on a double elimination, when you're about to send 2 people home and choose the finalists for the season, it just feels weird. Like the entire back half of this episode for me, I gotta be honest, just felt a little weird.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't read too much into it because I'm sure Damien was there and had insight. I'm sure people were briefed on how
I believe that. Yeah, no, I definitely believe that. I just wish there had been, one other person that had seen them prior.
Yeah.
But I do agree. Damien was probably there. Producers were there, obviously. Murray was there. Tenderoni was there. So, like, obviously. But I
thought we were going to see more of Damien throughout the season.
Me too. Probably the finale.
And where's Wayne?
Great question. So it seems like the finale judging panel has to be, I guess at this point, Gottmik, Kylie, Lisa Rinna, and probably Wang. Because those are I think the only judges we haven't seen yet.
Mm-hmm. And then probably Tenderoni still.
And then probably Tenderoni. So yeah, that's 5.
So it's most likely Tenderoni's been there for the entire season.
And I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm. Which I love. So
love that. Big fan. Huge.
And I guess with Sasha Velour having to, I guess, dip out when she did, which I mean, nothing again like they said, like Murray said, her schedule was fell in when that happened, which I get, it happens. So, but I guess in a way, it just balances, in a way, in a balance more so, it gets perspective from everyone else when it's not just the same ones every time. Even though I would prefer where it shows how everyone should be there in a way. So,
sure. But yes, we get some results. We find out that the winner of the challenge, finally, he's done it. It's DVD. He did it.
Yeah.
He did it. He did it.
Very deserved.
Did it. My draft pick of DVD did not go in vain. He did it. Yeah. So deserved. Incredibly deserved. 100% deserved. And then we find out that the other person moving forward directly into the finale is Henlo fucking Bullfrog Crystal. And I was worried. I was worried for a second because Tenderoni, I love you, but you could not get over those damn beads or whatever. And I was like, Tenderoni, give up the beads. Fuck the beads. Who cares about the beads? You know who should be in the fucking finale. And it's Henlo. And then they did, and I was okay with it. So it all worked out in the end, thankfully. But we have a bottom three of Big D, Molasses, and Perka. And the final thrust to get them into the finale to decide the final finalist for the first season of King of Drag is interpretive dance. Okay. Sure.
I liked it.
Okay. I honestly have no opinion on it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I thought they did well.
Yeah.
If they did well, then that's all we need, right? So
well, yes.
Yeah, I thought they all did very well and brought like a different angle from it. Like some were more abstract, some were very literal, but they were all extremely emotive, and it showed passion, it showed fight, and that's what I want to see in a final thrust. So I was here for it. I was living for it.
I agree.
Yeah. Like interesting choice of interpretive dance, but I'm not mad at it. So again, like you said, Logan, sure. I was like, when I heard, I was just like, where is this going? So
yeah, I was like, interpretive dance for this episode? Okay. Like I don't know. It felt a little strange given the okay. But I think they all did really well. And like you said, David, they all came at it from very different perspectives. So I really liked it. Who did we enjoy the most?
Just to show off my bias, because obviously I've seen Molasses perform. Like,
sure,
Molasses was my favorite because here's the thing. Like, I wouldn't think of Molasses as an interpretive dancer. However, because I've seen Molasses perform so many times, like I can tell like he took his performance style into this interpretive dance and showed like all that emotion, and you can tell the judges were clearly moved by it, and I was too. Like, now the others though, they still did a really good job on the style of how they did their interpretive dance, and again, keyword intention. Like their intentions of the fact that I think Perka took it more literal, while Big D kind of just had the feeling of it. So and it showed really well, and like I couldn't tell who like could have even like moved on from all of this.
Yeah, it was really close for me. Perka, I got a lot. Like it felt really packed with everything. I'm still not entirely sure what the message was. It kind of felt like their journey in the competition to me, but you could just feel like all of the emotion that he was putting out there, and it had a lot of range. But the story that Big D told, with it was basically about toxic masculinity and masking. I just love the levels to that as well, and it really felt real. Like I'm like, wow, you're not even a man, but you know what it's like for a lot of us. But then Molasses was the most abstract, but I was just mesmerized watching them. So I thought their performance they knocked it out of the park. So I probably would have defaulted to track record in this instance and given it to Molasses.
Yeah, I think all three of them did do really well. I like that they all took different interpretations of it. I think my favorite, I agree. I think it was Molasses here, just because it was unexpected. I was really like positively caught off guard by what Molasses was doing. I really enjoyed his presentation. I really enjoyed like the entire presentation of it with the hat and coming out and just like the movements he was doing. Like as a dancer, I was like, okay, I feel the energy of what he's doing. I see where he's going. I really liked what Perka was doing. It felt, for the first time in the competition, like the judges had kept saying, oh, he needs to rein it in. Oh, he needs to rein it in. This felt restrained and also very indicative of Perka. And I was really, really happy about that. And Big D putting on a clinic in toxic masculinity was great. Like I loved every bit of that too. But yeah, I think I would have also given it to Molasses. And clearly all of the judges did too. They do pick Molasses as the final finalist. And unfortunately, we lose Big D and Perka. And again, we have a double elimination situation with two kings who could not be more fucking different. It's happened twice this season where the double eliminations are kings that could not be more different. And I kind of love that.
I mean, I will say the thing that they have in common is maybe the two funniest kings from this cast. They both just consistently have made me laugh every episode. So I do love how different they are, but they still have that one thing that ties them together. But I'm very sad to see them both go. Perka, I think, has been kind of underrated all season. Like literally every episode except for the one where he got his win, I would have had him a little higher probably than the judges had him. And then Big D has been so consistent. It was in the top almost every episode. Well, 3 out of the first 4. And I think they've had such an interesting journey. So yeah, I'm very sad to see them both go. And I know River is too. River expressed that they're very sad to see Big D and Perka go, especially because 2 people that River drafted, and they both go in one swift blow.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, because as we were told by someone, we literally get to see them next week, so it's okay. And don't worry, we get to see everyone next week. Yay!
Yay!
Tuna! Oh, I'm so excited for Tuna and Buck and everyone else.
I can't wait for these final outfits.
I can't wait to see how all of these final outfits turn out, because apparently there are several, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the finale regardless. But
yeah. I will say this. I think to me, Big D was the confessional king of the season. Because like anytime Big D had a confessional, like not only the personalities there, but like again, I couldn't help like laugh every single time like Big D said something, and I was like, yes. And the way that in the confessional as well, that Big D just talks in general, it's just so contagious, and I love it. I wish I could like be their friend in a way,
Right.
just to just actually talk to them, and I feel like we would have like a good conversation.
Oh yeah, love them both. But what a good time with both of them. But we have our finalists. It's Henlo, it's DVD, it's Molasses. That feels correct.
Good range.
Yeah. Very good range. Very good range. They've got the range. And like you said, David, River is swiftly out of the draft. Some of us are not, though.
Right. Well, it makes things interesting because River was leading the draft, had a pretty good lead as of last week. Well, we'll see if that changed. So, I'm gonna start with fourth place.
Yeah.
Just to be kind. So things are actually pretty close. In fourth place with 21.5 points is Logan.
I'm back.
In third place with 22 points is Lana. In second place with 23 points is David. And River, despite losing both of their people, is still in first place with only 24.5 points. So I'm gonna call this now. I do not think River is gonna end up winning this draft. I'm sorry, River. But I do think whoever has the winning king next week is gonna be the winner of the draft.
Between me, you, and Lana, David, whoever has
yeah. Because you have DVD.
I do.
I have Molasses, and Lana has Henlo. So,
all right, how fun!
This is wild.
How fun!
Like, is this the closest the draft's ever been?
It's pretty dang close, yeah. Especially because there's just 4 people so close. But I mean,
it's the closest it's been in a while for sure. Certainly very close. But
and
as
sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
And is this the first time where someone has first and then gets out of the draft?
I think so, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time like a double elimination has taken someone out of the draft too. So, River making cup herstory over here.
History.
When it cup history.
Okay.
Because it's herstory over here, but it is history in general. Their story.
Sure.
Doesn't have a ring. Doesn't have a ring, but I like it.
Whatever. History is fine. It can all be fucking masculine based. Whatever. Fuck men. Anyway, as we move into finale week, because it is finale week, because it airs on Sunday, I must know, who would you like to see win season 1? King of Dragon Y, Brandon.
Oh, this is hard. Obviously, you should know my answer by now because, like,
yes.
Again, I've always have like high praise for him. Again, I think it's gonna be Molasses because, like, starting out the competition strong. Yes, had really small bumps in the road with the 2 final thrust moments, but again, the consistency's there, and like you can tell like the drive. But I'm not gonna count out either of DVD or Henlo because like what I've seen Henlo do, because like we've seen the craft and like that in mind, and then DVD's personality is just like this is a well-ranged final 3 that we've had in a while when it comes to like any drag program we've talked about, and I'm just like, damn, I don't know where is this going. We really don't know where this is going. So again, I really want Molasses because obviously DC, like, I have to, like.
Yeah. David Healy, who would you like to see win King of Drag season 1 and why?
Yeah, I'm a little torn as well. So I'm going to be very honest. I don't see it for DVD at this point. Like I would not be mad if DVD won, but I think getting to the top 3 is a win for DVD. I think he's done so well. But I do think it's really going to come down to Molasses and Henlo, especially because Molasses was kind of dominating the first half and Henlo has been kind of dominating the second half. So I think it really depends on what the challenges are in the finale and who does better. I think either one of them could take it. I think I'm so 50-50 between them two. I think I'm slightly leaning towards Molasses, but I would be thrilled for either one.
Cool. Oh, I don't get asked the question. Okay, never mind. I will say, because both of you are shady. It's a hard decision for me too. I would be very happy with all three of them winning, to be honest. I don't not see it for DVD, I gotta be honest. If he absolutely pulls out something crazy in the finale, with how this season has gone, I anything is possible. But I want to see Henlo take this. I think from the beginning, Henlo has been incredibly consistent, has been a beacon of joy, pun intended, throughout the competition, has just been absolutely beyond delightful to see in the competition, has grown so much in such a short period of time, has shown incredible drag, and is such a well-rounded artist. And I think I would love to see all three of them represent this first season of King of Drag. But I think the person I would like to see represent the most is Henlo fucking Bullfrog Cristal. And I said it here first, Henlo. How's about that? So, with that being said, that's where we're going to end off today. Thank you for joining us for this episode 5 recap. We'll be back next week with the finale. Oh. Sad. But in the meantime, we've got plenty of King of Drag fun things going on. If you haven't checked out our other recaps or our slew of interviewing that we've been doing for this season, make sure to check that out. That's going to be in the playlist in the at the end of the video or on the channel itself. Make sure to go check out another video that we've done in the meantime. Go get your merch at lonagcreations.etsy.com. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So, showbiz. Cheers.
Showbiz.
Cheers.
Cheers.